90-Day Fiancé's Brandon reveals what matters most after Julia Trubkina left America without him. Brandon Gibbs from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Has hinted at his new goals following Julia Trubkina's departure from the United States. Although Brandon and Julia have been married for over 5 years, their relationship has never been without its flaws. They recently underwent therapy to work on their marital troubles, which brought them closer. However, the couple experienced another devastating setback with the loss of their beloved dog, Simba. Each coped with the grief in their own way, with Brandon focusing on his physical fitness and Julia putting her efforts into her business. In June 2025, Julia shared photos from Belgrade, Serbia, where she had finally reunited with her family. While Julia enjoyed her time with her family in Serbia, Brandon remained in the US. Recently, he posted a few Instagram stories alluding to his current goals. Posting photos from the gym, he indicated his strong focus on physical well-being. Accompanying the pictures was the popular song Tears Don't Fall by Bullet for My Valentine. Although Brandon didn't elaborate on his relationship status with Julia, he did wear his wedding band in the photos, suggesting that his marriage was in a good place. What Brandon's focus on fitness means amid Julia's departure. Brandon is working on his mental health. Brandon has discovered a new passion, while Julia is spending time with her loved ones in Serbia. His decision to stay in the United States while his wife travels alone showcases a strong commitment to their relationship. It seems that therapy has had a positive impact on him, motivating him to be more supportive. Hopefully, the 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Cast members' newfound interest in fitness will allow him to evolve into the person he aspires to be. It may also help him overcome the stress that has plagued his life for some years. Last year, viewers witnessed Brandon experiencing anxiety during his time at the resort while undergoing therapy with his wife. A year before that, he had to be hospitalized due to a panic attack he had while filming a tell-all episode. It appears that Brandon has made a concerted effort to prioritize fitness in support of his mental and physical well-being. Working on his health may also help him reduce stress and lead a more fulfilling life. Hopefully, Brandon is able to achieve the fitness he has set for himself. Our take on Brandon's new priority after Julia left the US. Brandon can enjoy new freedom with fewer marital responsibilities. Julia's trip to Serbia presented the perfect opportunity for Brandon to focus on his fitness goals. With fewer responsibilities as a husband, he now has the chance to prioritize his health and well-being. Knowing that Julia is fulfilling her desire to connect with her family members brings him joy, as he can see her happiness grow. This trip not only gives Julia a well-deserved break but also allows Brandon to feel a sense of relief. Strengthening their bond in marriage, this experience is sure to have a positive impact on the 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Couples relationship point 90-Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina reveals identity of mystery man after leaving America without Brandon. A mystery man in 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Star Julia Trubkina's photos left fans confused after she left the US without Brandon Gibbs. Julia and Brandon from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 were first seen in 90DF Season 8 when Julia moved to Virginia on a K-1 visa. Julia is from Russia, and once she received her citizenship, Julia wanted to bring her parents to visit her. However, Brandon was against the idea. Brandon also pushed Julia to have kids. Brandon and Julia's marital issues remained unsolved even after couples therapy on the last resort. Julia seemingly went against Brandon's wishes recently when she took her parents to a visa interview. A mystery man accompanied Julia in the photos from Serbia. Julia has now revealed the identity of the unidentified man in her Instagram post. Are we look similar? Julia wrote as the caption for her photo album that had pictures of her smoking hookah with the man. In a different photo, Julia and the man were caught jumping midair on camera with the Belgrade fortress in the background. He also appeared in a selfie Julia clicked with her parents. Julia explained in her caption that she received a lot of messages asking who is this. Julia added, "This is my brother." What Julia revealing mystery man's identity mean for marriage with Brandon? Julia and Brandon face new rumors as old wounds resurface. Julia recently revealed that she was in Belgrade, Serbia, and shared several photos with her family. One of the pictures included a man fans didn't recognize, which led to speculation about his identity. Since Brandon was noticeably absent from the photos, some followers began questioning his whereabouts. Julia posing with the unidentified man instead of her husband sparked rumors that she might be seeing someone new. However, she later clarified on Instagram that the man was her sibling, signaling her intent to clear up any misunderstandings among her followers. Julia cheated on Brandon during a brief split before she moved to the United States, and the incident has left a lasting impact on their relationship. Even after 5 years of marriage, Brandon has not fully forgiven her. Tension resurfaced when Julia attended her parents' visa interview without Brandon, signaling that the decision was hers alone and she disregarded his input. She had filed for their visa behind his back, a move that reportedly left Brandon furious, especially when the truth came out during a therapy session. Our take on Julia uncovering brother's identity amid parents' visa application. What fans can expect from Julia and Brandon this season? Julia wants fans to know she hasn't left Brandon or started a new relationship. She will be returning for a new season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, though her and Brandon's storyline for season 9 remains under wraps. The couple is confirmed to be part of the cast, but their absence from the trailer hints at possible surprises. Whether the show will address the current state of their marriage is still unclear. For now, Julia seems to be in a better place emotionally after spending months mourning the loss of her beloved pet dog. 90 Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina left America without Brandon. Their relationship may be in trouble. Julia Trubkina from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, is currently living outside the United States, and Brandon is not with her. Julia and Brandon's journey on 90 Day Fiancé has been filled with cultural clashes, family tension, and emotional ups and downs. From living under Brandon's strict parents' roof to disagreements about starting a family, their relationship has faced constant pressure. Julia often struggled with American life and boundaries with Brandon's parents, while Brandon tried to keep the peace. Despite the challenges, the couple married and continued to work through their issues, even seeking therapy on the last resort. Julia left the country. Where is Brandon now? Julia recently surprised her Instagram followers by posting photos with her family in Belgrade, Serbia, captioning, "I think only I can bring people together who haven't communicated with each other for years." The pictures showed Julia happily posing with her parents and sibling, marking a cheerful moment after recently mourning the loss of her beloved dog, Simba. Fans quickly noticed Brandon was missing from the photos. One follower even asked, "Where is Brandon?" but Julia didn't reply. The silence sparked curiosity and concern among fans about the couple's current relationship status. Julia lost her son. Julia admitted to being depressed after Simba's death. Julia also recently shared heartbreaking news after losing her beloved German Shepherd, Simba, in May 2025. Calling him her son, Julia revealed Simba had suffered a severe stroke and leg paralysis, requiring syringe feeding and constant care. She posted a touching farewell, writing, "Run on the rainbow, my boy. I hope I was a good mommy for you," and admitted the grief was indescribable. Fans flooded her Instagram with support, calling the loss devastating and praising the deep bond she shared with Simba. During Simba's illness, Julia devoted herself fully to his care, feeding him with a syringe every 2 hours and helping him walk outside. She often credited Simba with helping her adjust to life on Brandon's family farm and even said he inspired her pet-themed business. After Simba passed, Julia described her grief as similar to losing a child. She also shared that she isn't ready to adopt another dog just yet, choosing to focus on honoring Simba's memory and continuing to support other shelter animals in need. Are Julia and Brandon having problems? Visa controversy could shape Julia and Brandon's future. Both Brandon and Julia admitted that their marriage had underlying problems. Some connected to having kids, cultural differences, and misaligned expectations, and they sought therapy on the last resort to address them. The show had captured the heated confrontation Julia and Brandon had when she disclosed she had applied for her parents' visa without telling him. Brandon thought it was a bad idea for her to bring them to America. He was upset that she'd filed the documents behind his back and hidden the truth from him for 2 months. Brandon did not appreciate that Julia had disregarded his advice and was doing what she felt right. He had even stormed out of the therapy session. He made it clear that he didn't want Julia's parents to be living with him, even if it was for a visit. However, Julia still flying abroad for her parents' visa interview without him shows that Brandon and Julia are still not on the same page. Perhaps the new season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Will reveal why Julia went ahead with her decision, especially while she's grieving Simba's death.